Lights low, screen glow, still breathing. Coffee cold, third day, still believing. Bells ring, open heart skip, palms sweating. Broke the brokish, one day let's keep pressing. Rent due tomorrow, balance at $1.50. Demo count popping, real one looking thrifty. Paper trades green, live clicks feeling shifty. One pip profit, then the stop gets nifty. Broke boy blues, but the chart's my scripture. Every red candle a teacher, not a victor. RSI oversold, hope in the flicker. Still eating cereal with water, no elixir. Roommate side eye when the margin call rings. I mute the shame, let the setup sing. Fibry trace drawn, 61A cling. Pray the bounce comes before the phone bling. No yacht dreams yet, just a bus pass valid. Risk 1%, heart still rabid. From the couch to the edge of the mattress. Still broke, but the grind got a new kind of status.
Candles burn slow, but my will burn longer. Lost and stack bricks make the backbone stronger. One day the P&L flips no longer. Till then I breathe charts, sing broke boy anthems.
Broke too broke, is still stuck in the trench. Screen full of red, but I'm glued to the bench. Dreams in the dome, oh heavy on the wrench. One good trade away, feel it in the stench. Broke too broke, is rhyming on the shelf. Leverage my faith, not just the pips on the hill. From the red to the black, gotta earn it myself. I chase the crown, I chase the crown. Prop firm, email, phase one, try again. Draw down, hit 6, felt it in the diaphragm. Restart the challenge, same 10K diaphragm. Rules like shackles, but I learned the program. No revenge trades, journal like a diary. Every loss a line, every win a rarity. Mom asks you eating, I say eventually. Chart on the phone while I bag at the grocery. Vivo, we out, my prayer volume, my confession. Break out, fake outs, teach me true discretion. One lie too big, learned a hard lesson. Now I scaling slow like a monk's progression. Copies flex watches, I flex the process. Their wins on the ground, my wins in the recess. Still negative net, but the edge in excess. Broke-ish ain't broke, it's a different kind of success.
Alright, we're almost about to start again. Happy Friday to everyone.
Still uninspired, back that's running full, 4 errors fired. But the win rate climbs when the sample's retired. Discord full of chorus selling dreams expired. I mute the noise, let the data be the choir. One set of clean, no greed, no desire. Just price, just plan, just a slow empire. Bankroll still thin, but the mind got thicker.
Alright, here we go again. Happy Friday everyone. You guys already know the rules, but we are gonna go over everything again. Easy. Let's see if I can open it. I made a lot of changes, so here you go. Learn by playing with us. Start with a $10,000 capital, maximize your capital, and master the bar by bar predictions. Trade with us by voting up, down, buy or sell, or if you just want to hold, just hold or H. If you have any questions, feel free to text me and we're getting started. We made a few changes as well. Let me see. Again, we made changes, so I'm testing things around. We had the leaderboard the same way that we had it before, but now you guys are gonna be able to crown for a whole month if you are capable of reaching new highs. If you reached the highest amount more than any other viewer for the month, you are gonna be the crowned king of the month. Alright, let's see how it's gonna work. We still have the leaderboard top 3, and let's check it out. Let me close this. We went over the rules. Yes, let's vote. Let's vote days that you want to play today. We have give me a month, maximum 2 months. Again, we don't know how much data I have in the computer, and we will go with the date that you guys are choosing. Give me any date you want, maximum 2 months, 2 months per year. And for those who are on TikTok, guys, we have this full version game right now running on YouTube. You're gonna have the whole screen. You have the voting rights, and you have the whole algorithm that is not actually opened on TikTok. So join us on YouTube or just play along on TikTok and learn from us. Let me stop the music. Let's see if we need anything else. Start the game. Game online. And making sure that everything is clean. And here we go. Let's see, we have October 17 and 2 weeks ago. October 17. Let's go with October 17. I'm setting up for October. We said October 17. It's a Friday. And let's see, we are going for the 9:40 a.m. We always trade 10 minutes after the market opened. We don't wait for the first 10 minutes. All right, what else? Am I missing something, guys? Analysis. Let me clean everything, and here we go. For the analysis overnight, let's go easy on this. We have a trading range right here. Let's do this a little bit bigger so we can see it. And something like this. Perfect. Let's see the bigger picture as well, just for a little second. Where is my 3 minutes? This is probably my 3 minutes. Wow, okay, that's important to see. All right, guys, let's see what we have. We have a lot of volatility overnight and in the last few days. Ooh, that's crazy. All right, here we have the lowest low, a change of behavior into these highs. Perfect. Then we have an upthrust and holding a pretty good upthrust. Push up, exhaustion and push down. And then we had a longer push up, better than this one. And actually we are seeing this, how it evolves. Now because of that, because we are exhausting into the selling, excuse me, because we are exhausting into the selling zone, we have these big pushes down. Change of behavior, this doesn't look as strong as this. Acceleration down, and then we stopped right here where we are right now. That's what we have right now. Okay, let's go back to the 3 minutes, to the 1 minute. This is what I'm looking for. And this, perfect. All right. So on the 1 minute, we had a big push that was yesterday's move. Yesterday, no, it's still Friday, but at 7 a.m. So probably there was some news at 7 a.m. Good. Then exhaustion, a little trading range right here, accumulation coming into this new accumulation, well, trading range. And here we have this change of behavior. It's still tiny comparing to this one. This here comparing to this one. We have a little bit of weakness here comparing to before. if we are looking at this and here, we are seeing a little bit of weakness, acceleration, and back down. But this is starting to feel a little bit better here. Let's push down into the open of the market, into the highs, similar as here. But now we have this big push down that previous we didn't have. Alright guys, so remember the rules? We have, where are my rules? Let's see. $10,000 starting, maximize your capital, bar buy prediction. Let's see what we can do today. Today is the first time that we are going to crown our first king. Guys, I'm gonna start the first voting 20 seconds and let's see where we're going from here. Are we going up or are we going down? Remember, this is the next bar. 20 seconds, guys. All right, and we started. We have Simply Tasty down, Elvina up, Adrian down, and Michelle up. 50-50. Very interesting. Let's see. So we said we had this push up, similar as here. This was more aggressive because it was the open of the market. And then this was more aggressive for the same reason, open of the market. Now we had these two bars and then this up. Are we able to go straight up from here, or we are first going down, retesting, and then checking it, retesting up? Let's see, volume. We have one bar, this one, and then these two as acceleration. This one is starting to get weaker, and then we get this bar, but this is pretty heavy. If we are looking here that the next one is gonna be up as a test, we could at least check if we have more sellers up or we turn around. Let's check it out. You guys voted. My vote goes up. Because, yeah, I'm gonna have a tester. I'm gonna buy one contract. Remember, for the new guys, we have a maximum of 5 contracts that you can buy or sell. And let's move on into the next bar. Down. All right, down, but it's a tiny test. So this was some extra exhaustion that we didn't expect. Good. Now, where are we going from here, guys? 20 seconds. That bar is smaller than the previous ones. Volume, check the volume, and then tell me where we're going from here. 15 seconds left. And from everyone who is on TikTok, new to the game, join us, vote with us. We're going up, we're going down, buy or sell. Full game is on YouTube. Play with us through TikTok or join us on the full version. All right. Oh, we starting strong. Simply Tasty goes up and buys. Elvina down, down, down. So we have our first contract buying here. Simply Tasty, I hear you. By the way, for who is new, Simply Tasty is our previous king. We did not have the game to have her as a king, but she did amazing for three episodes. Let's see if she can keep up this episode. This is getting more and more important. Let's see. I'm voting up, and here we go. I guess not. So that exhaustion did not let us go anywhere. Yeah, exactly. So Simply Tasty says, I'm scared of the long red volume bar though. Yes. So here is the problem. The problem is that it started here with that very heavy selling. Okay, Now, we expected for this to turn around, but I guess this is getting stronger and stronger on the way down. Okay, we will fix that. Let's see how we are gonna fix that. Let's see. We broke through support right here. Then we have our next support right here. And then if we have this as a whole trading range like this one as secondary, right, that. And now this could look as a larger trading range. All right, let's vote. 20 seconds, guys. Adrian says a lot of sellers. Yes, definitely a lot of sellers. $10. TikTok, vote with us. You're going up, you're going down, you are buying, you are selling. All right. Let's see. Down, 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 down. Every single person goes down. Yeah. Because we broke. This is acceleration comparing to all of this, just not this one. There is no selling in here, not buying, any demand in there. And now if we are looking here, we could have something like this and like this. Probably smaller than this if this is stronger than this. Let's actually test a couple of things. One, I want to test if, let's see how I have that. I'm trying, not you guys. Sorry, I'm trying to test it. Oh, did I do it? I made so many changes that actually I don't know how to get it. Let's look visual. I wanted to calculate the volume, but it doesn't work right now. We will fix it. Right here we had volume, we had some volume, demand was in this red bar, and then we had from here to here pretty equal. So there is selling involved in there. You guys are saying down? Yeah, we could have at least something similar like this, at least, if not just pushing directly down. My third option is to have something like this, less heavy than this. This is very strong bar, but maybe like a tiny test like this, because this was so strong that right here we have demand. Let's check it out, guys. Oh, my votes. Okay, here we go. Test. All right, good. Is this phase C? Says Adrian. Let's see. It could be phase C as of here, because this was such a big an acceleration down that this could be the last push up thrust after distribution right here, right? And then we keep crossing down. We could also still have a tiny exhaustion, maybe something here into this area, and then go down. Those are my two options. The third option will be that we start accelerating here and go up, but if we are looking at this bar and this bar, demand is exhausting. Now, one more thing, guys, and I've been saying it for the last couple episodes, I go very deep into the bar by bar analysis that I forget to look at the larger picture. So please, if you see that I am spending too much time on the bar by bar and I forget to look at the bigger pushes, then please call me out. I need to fix that. So talking about that, let's see. We had here this push up pretty strong, exhaustion and retest right here, 2 bars. Actually, these 2 bars, now that I'm seeing, they are here. All right, now another push up, another retest, and then the push up. Now, if we're comparing that swing, this to this, do we see a difference? This is stronger, right? This bar, we can compare it to this bar, and this is pretty strong and probably on higher volume, right? So that means that it was easier to move. Michelle says, is that swing a change of behavior? Yeah, it is. Because if you are looking into the past, this was weaker, 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 and we are keep going. The whole trading range right here was nothing, right? So yes, it's a change of behavior. It's a change of behavior after this one here. You guys are not seeing because it's behind my camera. Where let me see if I push this up a little bit. Right here. Right here, that this was a tiny change of behavior. And of course, this was an accumulation because this was not a very strong push. Accumulation, push here, and we said it here, there is weakness, right? And because of this weakness, we are starting to feel this. Here, we tested the highs into an upthrust after distribution, and now we are down. So, could we continue to go down? It feels like we are changing towards down. All right. I went into this. Did you guys voted? I didn't give you the option to vote. I actually explained too early. 20 seconds, guys. Let's see where we're going. We're going up, we're going down, and then I'm gonna finish it up. All right, we're going down, down, down. TikTok, follow us, vote with us, learn, improve your game. Carlos, welcome. Let's see. We're right here. Perfect. Every single person goes down. Small green bar next. Simple Tasty, you may be right, but we see this one, and then it's a red bar right here. We had this acceleration here. So can we come all the way up here as we said before? Yeah, sure. Are we gonna? If we are following this rule, not really. But let's see where it's gonna go. This is exhausted, so it's not too much. We are not reaching these previous highs. This was much, much stronger. We reached and committed above. You guys voted? You voted? I'm voting too. Okay, let's go. Down. So Simply Tasty, did you see the difference there? CY, welcome. Join us, vote with us, improve your trading. Right? So, exactly. So this bar here was by a lot weaker. And because of that, we had this bar improved here. It's just offer and demand. All right, where we are? We are at voting. Let's go. 20 seconds, guys. CY, vote with us. We are going up, we're going down. Are you buying? Are you selling here? You have a maximum of 5 contracts. Play the game, improve your trading. Simply Tasty goes up. Up. Everybody else goes down. Down, down, down. Feral, welcome. This is a hard point to be right here because this is a big acceleration. Right? Now, where are we? We are right here. Okay, so we have this push. So not a lot of anything happened here other than this tiny, tiny support. Volume is not very high. if we're calculating this to this, same volume, this feels stronger. The next bar would be this. All right. All right. Everybody voted. I am voting. And I'm trying to recover because I started against the market. Let's see where we're going. You guys voted, I voted. Here we go. Up by a tiny bit. Remember, Simply Tasty, you said up right here. We could take this bar and actually look into this one. Yeah. And then we have, because this is an improvement, we have this test. For everybody who said down, remember guys, this went down. So you were right. If you are seeing this in real time, you are seeing the difference. Now, is that a perfect entry? Definitely not. But we have some demand coming in because we are getting closer and closer to this support. All right. Let's go to the next one. 20 seconds. We're voting up. We're voting down. Simply Tasty sells. Down, down, down. Every single person goes down. Okay. Two things. One, this big push, the best. Right? This is better. So we exhaust this other one. And this is better. So we have smaller. Now, one thing that we have to be careful here, excuse me, is, let me clean this. It's this support. That's it. Now, are we gonna reach it? Well, we don't know. But with this power here, feels that we could reach it. Let's see if we get a change of behavior and then get out of the trade. If anyone is in the trade. By the way, I'm the only one in the trade. Yes, Ferrell says break it. That's my hope. Let me vote. We said down. And again, guys, it's Friday. Don't expect too much about my prediction. Every single Friday I mess it up, so it's gonna be a weekly. All right, there we go. That's the second bar up. Let's vote where we're going from here, and then we will analyze it a little bit deeper. 20 seconds. Vote up, down. All right, 5 seconds, and we have down, up, 50-50. And Ferrell goes down, so 3 versus 2. All right, so we have these pushes up from the test down. And again, we said it because it's close here. All right. Now, this bar and this bar has a similar volume, a tiny bit higher into the second one. The bodies are pretty equal. The demand tail, pretty equal. The only thing that we are seeing is a little bit extra selling in here. Tiny. Are we gonna be able to break straight through? If we are taking these both bars and we are looking at this one, we could assimilate the two of them together, right? But the volume, it's basically twice as the previous one. Ferrell saw it. All right. So are we expecting to push down? I'm hoping. I'm still right here trying. Okay, let's see. Nobody buys, nobody sells. Okay, I mean, it's not necessarily a good place to, but remember that you have the option. Let's go. Interesting. Now that's a bar right there. Here is the thing, and I did not look at this personally. I looked at the bars themselves, but I did not look at where it went. But look at this. It stopped right there into that little high and created this selling zone. Now this bar crossed below this one. Okay, sorry, 20 seconds. 20 seconds. We will continue after. Let's start the game. Pablo, hi, welcome. Down, down, down. Michelle goes up. Down. Almost every single person goes down. Okay. Let's see. What I was trying to say is that this is a better body, lower volume, crossed through this volume to this body right here. Did not reach anything yet. But it feels a little bit better than these other ones, right? Tiny bit, not by a lot. Now, the tail says what? Well, more selling when the demand came in. Are you guys right? Let's see. You guys are doing really good, by the way. When I started this game, I did not expect for you guys to do such an amazing job here. You guys make me nervous. All right, let's clean this and let's go down. No! Oh my god. Okay. Did anybody else sold in here? Nobody else sold here. Just me. All right. That was a harsh one for me. This is what we have. We have minus $2,000 with 25% prediction. As I said, it's Friday, so do not take it on me. By the way, the game did not take you guys again. I'm curious why. Oh my god, I made change. We are working on this. But what happened? It worked. Actually, we tested it today. Give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna try one little thing. We have the chat ID. This one, it goes here. It's good. So it's possible that we made a change into the way that it works. And you have to buy or sell in order to... we are testing. Okay. Let's restart the game. We have everything. Okay. Let's hope when you guys are selling works. Let's see what we have. Ferrell says ease of movement up. Let's see. We have this bar right here. On the volume. Yeah, that's an ease of movement. Now, if we're comparing this with this, clear ease of movement, if we're comparing this to this, right here, volume, is it still an ease of movement? This is a pretty good bar for the volume. Then it's a 15 to 20% more volume here and about 20% more. So I think this was a little bit easier. Now, if we're taking this right here with this selling zone and this selling zone, right? Maybe. Now, locally, do we have to look at the ease of movement? Yeah. Now, is it gonna turn around right there? You guys voted? Well, are those votes from before? Those are from before because I looked at the game. All right. Ah, that's why. 20 seconds, guys. Let's vote. Mhm. Okay. Yeah. So I found the error of like what is going on. We tested a lot today, and that's why you guys are not able to see to get on the game, because the YouTube blocks the API after a few readings, and probably we tested it so much today that we got kicked out for the day. Let's play the game, let's learn, and next Wednesday, as everything works, we are gonna crown our December king. All right, guys? Oh, we are trying here to improve this. All right, let's see. Simply Tasty goes up, Michelle up, Elvina down, and Adrian up. So we have up, 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 down. 3 versus 1. Okay. I'm gonna leave it on the side, but we may have another test. Something like this. So at least another one down. At least checking if there are more selling here. We are at the previous close. So because of that, we may have that. Let's check it out, guys. Wow. Who called it? Farrell called it. Because he said ease of movement up. Nice. All right, and as we said, I am focusing again into small. So let's go a little bit into the bigger picture. So let's vote where we're going. And then let's look at the bigger picture. 20 seconds, guys. We going up or we going down? Yeah, water bar. Definitely water bar. It kicked my whole day off. I am done for the day. Let's see. Almost everybody goes up. Adrian goes down. All right. Adrian probably goes down because we are close to the selling zone right here. So we could retest this, but the volume, exactly, close to resistance. Yeah, sure. But the volume doesn't show any selling yet. So can we go down now, or we are still looking for that opposing force in order to go down? Let's see. Did we do everything? You guys voted. I voted. Vin, welcome. Join us. Farrell is break it. Go all the way. Well, if we are breaking, let me see the big picture, and then we're gonna go into a tiny bit, because yes, this bar, it's basically clearly saying what that we said. There may be a tiny bit, but probably not. Probably even a little tiny the most, and then come at least into here. Now, for my own improvement, we have this push down, exhaustion right here. And then we had this swing up rally. Yeah, we exhausted here. Then I did not see this one. I just see that this bar was there better. But if I would have looked at this to this one, probably I could see that. Maybe not. Tiny. Okay. And this is probably 3 times better than this, right? We don't have any push down. Second one, excuse me, we go all the way into here, no tail at all. So let's see. Did we voted? Everybody voted. Let's go. Test. All right. We called the test. Adrian called the test very good. And this is a really good bar. But look at the volume. It's normal. This was strong. So let's see where we're going from here, guys. All right. Let's vote. 20 seconds. We're going up, down, up. And up. So almost everybody goes up and up. Okay. My only question here that yes, we will retest at least these highs. We will at least check if there are more sellers here because this was really strong. My only concern is if we have something like this first, right? Or if we have this to come into a smaller part as this because this is a little bit better. The volume is not very high, so probably demand came in so strong that they saw that they are approaching the resistance, so they stopped to check the sellers, right? Just a test. All right, let's go. All right, good. So we said if this and this and this was better, we said that something like this will come in. Well, smaller than this. Okay. Now, this is weaker versus this. Now the question is where we're going from here, guys. Because let's give you a 20 seconds and then we will look a little bit deeper. Let's see. Michelle says no commitment. Down, up, down. Wow, very mixed. Very mixed. No commitment. Michelle may have something here. We did not commit above here. This was a commitment. So this locally was better. The only thing that keeps us still to go up is this big push here. Could we get a complete volatility and go down? Yeah. Could we actually say what we said at the beginning of the game where this will be upthrust after distribution, pushed down. Look where we pushed down, right? Below that. Coming into these supports here and then continue down. Yeah, but just this was just too good. It was just too good. So can we expect this again but smaller? Maybe. Now for the next bar, where are we going? Oh, I see the no commitment, but because of the strength right here, I'm hoping for going up. Let's see. Up. Okay. Hard one. Yeah, definitely simply tasty. So we head up because of this push here. All right. Let's have 20 seconds. Let's vote for the next and see where we're going from here. We again have half and half, down, down, up, up. Okay, interesting. Further up. What if demand came in strong in here because not a lot of sellers were here because we were trying to push down and we pushed down, but some demand was involved here. But then at this bar here, demand is scared, right? And we are just accumulating the way up. Could that be? A lot of volume for the same body as previous bar. I see. Okay, I did not look at the volume. Let's see. Wow, okay, look at this. Interesting. That is a high volume. This is almost 35% more volume than this other one. No tail. So yes, they are fighting. Now I'm curious if it's like this something, right? Keep pushing up. Or right here we're exhausting. Oh, actually, right here we're pushing down. Or what if we are exhausting before anything? And that shows some strength from previous. Adrian says, and closer to the resistance. Yeah, we are very close to the resistance. Okay, guys, let's see. I'm going for an exhaustion because this feels stronger. Let's see. Exhaustion. Good. Now that exhaustion says a lot to us, right, guys? Where are we going? Let's vote. 20 seconds. Every single person goes down other than Elvina. Do you think so, Feral? Upthrust after distribution? We already have the upthrust after distribution here. Change of behavior, push down aggressively. Not a lot of volume at all. Average. And then we have this push down. If it will be an upthrust after distribution, we will not have this. We will have probably something like this. Maximum something like this. Right? So I'm still on the part that this could be a phase C, right? A change of behavior that comes into second point of fear. And second point of fear is phase C. So can we go down like this, probably halfway to retest right here? Yeah, we can. Can we go straight up? Yeah, we can. I'm still thinking that this could be an accumulation vertically. Now this is weaker than this. And we have 1, 2, and then 3. And then we have 1, 2, 3. And then a push down. So a push down right here. Okay. As a test. And then another confirmation up. Let's go. Straight up. So that's actually exactly what I was saying, right? This is much, much stronger on same volume than this. And that should show a lot on the sellers, because what we know, when sellers are coming in, supply is not coming in. When demand, right? when demand is coming in, look at this. Supply stops coming in. So now we are right here. Let's vote. Are we turning around? Where are we going? Up or down? Okay, we have down, up, up, down, up. Okay, let's see. We have this volume. Very scary volume. Very important to keep in mind. Now, that volume improved also over these things. So if this was, just imagine that these 3 bars are basically this on a little angle, right? And we are keep going up, buying. And then if it's that, this is our change of behavior that pushes above, right? First of all, here or here, right? Into this small trading range. So something like this. I'm trying to see again the bigger picture, because again I've been too deep and I messed it up because of that. So we have this versus this. This is much better. This is good, but second point of fear and then immediately crossed up. We could have a tiny test here and then go up, or we can completely go up depending on the power that we have. This is a pretty good bar above. So at least another exhaustion, I would hope so. At least like this or like this. Did I vote? I did not vote. Let's check it out. Correction up. Ah, yourself. I hear you. Okay, let's go. Wow. Wow. Just look at that bar. That's an interesting bar. Look at this and this. So the accumulation actually happened here. Nice. Okay. Let's give you the votes. 20 seconds. And see where we're going from here. And we're almost done for the day, guys. We have about 10 more minutitos. And we will end up the day. Alright, guys? Let's see. So we have down, up, 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 up. Wow, almost every single person goes up. This is scary because there is a lot of tail up here, right? This is probably the most tail that we've seen. Right, now this bar could show this next one. The volume pretty equal one to each other, right there. This is probably the extra sellers, maybe. Could we get this or could we get this and come at least into here, maybe even test these new highs, follow through? Yeah, definitely follow through. All right, this feels strong, so I'm into the continuation. Let's see. Nice. That said exactly. Yeah, that said exactly. Trust your gut. That's exactly what it said. Because I was into this with this and this, something like this, because this is a weaker, something smaller. But I was a little bit afraid. I still voted up, but I was afraid that a new test would happen before we continue. Many times in, at least into the S&P, they come here, they retest right on the resistance, and then they go up into probably another second global push and then continuation. But we may still expect that. All right, guys, let's vote. Couple more times. We're almost done. $20. You have 10 more seconds. The structure was strong, Ferrell says. Yes, the push up was really, really strong. All right, guys. Okay. Ferrell goes down. You think so, Ferrell? So we are exhausting, yeah. We are exhausting, right? This is different than this. Now, if we calculate this versus this, we kind of got about 100%. Can we get something like this? And actually, as we said, coming into that expectations that we still have. Yeah, we may. Now, a couple more things. Ah, damn it. Right here. And a couple more things is that we had this push here and then exhaustion. Ooh, okay. And now if we are playing this game, the next bar is weaker than this because this is weaker than this, right? I see it. Could be actually even more weak because it's a smaller bar. Let's see, guys. Still strong. Still strong. Because we tried to come down and then pushed up. Okay. All right, guys, let's vote. Where are we going from here? This also says a lot right here. Hope you guys are seeing it. We're going down, down, up, up, down. Okay. We kind of exhausted right here. The commitment is very low. We have demand in here, so we tested this. Okay. So if we had this, doesn't really fit. What if we have this too? And then we have this, right? Like 1, 2, 1, 2, maybe. I just don't like this commitment versus this demand. It's possible to still exhaust up because this is very strong, or to have the first test down. It's a strong market. So let's see where we're going, guys. I'm gonna vote down because I'm expecting that push down towards the test. Down. Thank you. Okay. Interesting. Let's vote because we are close to the end, guys. Couple more bars and then we are ending the stream, all right, guys? 20 seconds. Down, down, up, down, down, and up. Okay. Let's see. This is a pretty good bar versus, basically all of this. Even this. Interesting. Now, no commitment below it, but what about here? So it broke through. That is something important. I think that's pretty aggressive and an ease of movement. So I am hoping for at least a test there. Okay, let's go. I forgot to clean, but down. Let's see who went down. Feral, Elvina, Michelle, Elvina. Elvina, I said it twice. And Adrian. No, Adrian, no. It's also similar to the previous red. Yeah, which one? Michelle. Are you talking about this one that broke through here? That's probably what you are looking for. Okay. Now, guys, this is a very important place right here, in between the two greens. You probably mean this one right here. Let's see where we're going. 20 seconds. We said a couple more bars. Let's see where we're ending the night. The night was not strong because I had a very bearish bias, but we recovered. Let's see. We have Simply Tasty down, Michelle down, Feral down, Adrian up, and Alvina up. Okay. Down, down, down. We don't have any buyers yet. We exhausted here. This is a pretty good bar, even better than this. Where could we come? We could come all the way here. Yeah, there. The other option will be best is to push up, but we had two bars that broke 1, 2, 3, 4, 3.5 bars, right? Aggression, maybe something like this. All right, let's go. Down, aggressive down. Hey, Ferrer, nice job. Who else? Simply Tasty, nice job. Hey, I'm so upset that this week we are not able to crown the king. But again, we are getting for the month. Who wins the most will be up there for the whole month or until the next person comes and dethrones him. My accuracy is a 50-50, better than other Fridays, but I really messed it up with those volumes pushing down. So I'm in minus 1600. I was minus 5000, so basically I made 3500 back. Lucky me, but messed it up. All right, one more bar and let's get out of here, right, guys? Let's vote. 20 seconds. Are we going up or are we going down? All right, other than Adrian, everybody goes down. Adrian, do you know something? Tell me. I will not say to anyone else. I promise. Guys, here is one thing that I am skeptical on. This is a pretty good bar, better than all of them. Now, the only problem is where it stopped. And if we had this strong push down, up, we may reject. Now, I'm skeptical just because this bar is pretty darn strong. So we may have at least an exhaustion before anything if the demand comes in here. Yeah, I see it. All right, guys, let's clean it up. Let's go. Oh, yeah, completely down. So now the whole game changes, right? Because I was expecting for this to continue. We said that this could be an upthrust, phase C and push up, but we are taking all of this backwards. We said there is more selling in here than here, right? Good. We pushed down into the highs, let's see, into the, lows, right here, lows. Then we pushed very aggressive up, was pretty good, but we exhausted up here. So we were just testing. Ferrer says upthrust after distribution. Yeah, Adrian, never go against the trend. Confirmation. Completely agree. All right. Just want to be against the trend. Hey, Adrian, right now you can't see your score because of the bug. So be happy. Nobody's going to know about it. Okay, let's see. I'm going to end the game right here. We already saw that we are not able of seeing how you guys did because of the API. Again, we tested again too much today and YouTube kicked me out for the day. But Wednesday, it will be December and it's new month and we are gonna see our first king of the year. Join us. We are gonna hope for seeing someone very strong out there. I'm seeing a few people inside the game who may get it. Feral, you may get up there. Simple Tasty for sure will be an amazing competitor. So let's see, guys. Now I am very curious, more for myself, is where we're going from here. We're seeing acceleration. We're also seeing a lot of volume higher, right? So this bar versus this bar and so on. Now I'm not gonna go bar by bar. I'm just gonna go 5-10 bars to see where we were able to go and what we will be able to do. Curiosity, mostly to understand. Let's see, guys. So it's still, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Why? Because we called this a possible upthrust after distribution. Yeah, completely. Look at this push down. It's better than this. The problem is that right here stopped completely. Let's see where it stopped. It stopped. Yeah, it stopped at this support right there. Then we had this better push and then, so actually here, this is what happened. This is not an upthrust after distribution. This is a minor sign of strength, right? And we saw it from here. There is strength. We just saw the exhaustion and then this push down because sellers were up here so strong and demand did not show up, because look at these two bars. There is nobody buying against them, right? And that's why we accelerated down. But right here, look at this. Right here, we pushed again. Exhaustion, we basically confirmed, and these guys right here will be like the best entry of the day, right? Exhaustion, no selling, push up. And of course here you will try to figure it out. Probably the way that I'm seeing this, with this strength down, you will get out here, and if you'll not get out here, you probably get out here into testing this and not able to reach any new highs. And in the worst case scenario, you will hold it until here, global test, and realize that it's not going anywhere, it's just exhausting. So get the F out before any continuation down, right? All right, guys, have an amazing weekend, guys. Really, really good game. Again, we have new things coming up every week. Join us on YouTube, full game. Amazing job to both of Simply Tasty and Feral. Amazing job. I see you guys even if the bot didn't. So keep coming, keep improving. Have a good weekend, guys. See you Wednesday.